Coach Mo here with Central Noble, and Coach, talk a little bit about what you guys take from last year that you can apply this year to take another step forward for the Central Noble football program.
Well, last year was a tough situation. I came in July 1st, have 6 kids in the weight room, start camp with 18 young men, inexperienced, weak, slow, no football knowledge. So we were a very poor football team. And I told our young men all year that, we're not very good, but we play hard. And we played hard all the time. And that, there's some integrity involved there as far as looking within yourself and doing the best job that you can. So we challenged them all year to play as well as they could, even though they weren't strong, they weren't fast, and they didn't know how to play football. So, we competed. In the section we played Whitco, and we had them, right there till the end. We lost, and our kids were heartbroken. So we took from that point, and we moved forward in the next 9 months in the weight room. Most of our kids were on the track team because I coached track also this last spring. We worked on those things. We challenged the kids in the weight room. We challenged them on the track. We challenged this summer. And, now we're strong, we're fast, we're athletic, and our kids know how to play football. So we have 11 starters back in offense, 11 starters back on defense. We have backups at all positions that can play. So if we don't have a pretty good season this year, all because of poor coaching by me.
Well, one of the positions you have coming back as a coach, you can always appreciate having a quarterback back. Trowbridge, right?
Yes.
That's how you pronounce it, correct? Trowbridge. So how does it start with what you guys do at the quarterback position, and how much, now that you have that experience at that position, and really throughout the entire offense, how much more comfortable, I guess, do you feel heading into this season?
Well, he was a freshman. He was supposed to play JV football last year, and he got thrown into the situation in game 2 because we struggled in game 1, so we put him in there. And so here was a freshman playing varsity football and never played before as far as at that level. So that, now he's had a year in the weight room, a year he came out in the track team and worked out with us. You're in the summertime working with the wide receivers. Coach Tipton, I don't know if you ever heard of Trevor Tipton. He was an icon at Central Noble for years and years and years, won 100-some games. He's my offensive coordinator, so he and I have teamed up together. So he's worked with Jared all spring and all summer. So it's a situation where you go into the season feeling comfortable because you have your running backs back, you have your quarterback back, you have your offensive line. So it's a situation where you feel pretty comfortable about what you're doing.
When you take a look at this team, what are your biggest strengths, you believe, and then your biggest concerns as you head towards opening week in 2017?
Our biggest strength is our speed. We have so many young men, and that's what Coach and I have been talking about. Coach Tipton and I have been talking about. We have so many young men that we're going to have a difficult time finding places for them to play. So we're not going to have one running back or 2 running backs. We have a multitude of running backs, multitude of wide receivers. Give them the ball, attack the perimeter. So our speed and our athleticism, they're all strong. Probably the biggest concern is staying healthy. And that's what everyone's concern is. If we're healthy, and we have to go back to what you and I were talking about before we started this conversation. You saw a pregame speech of mine last year, a Walter Payton. Something I got from Walter Payton years ago, be the hammer, not the nail. If our kids will be aggressive and be the hammer when they hit people, then we're not going to get hurt. If we're the nail and we're getting hit, then we're going to get beat up and get hurt. And that's what happened last year. A couple of our kids got hurt because they were the nail. And our job this year is to put the hammer on people when we play. And if we put the hammer on people, and we stay healthy, I think we're going to be pretty decent.
Awesome. I appreciate it, Coach.